Hi everyone, it's Lolita Plus Geek here. So I kind of wanted to preface this video with my personal little Lolita history. So I got interested in the fashion in like 2009 when I found this Gothic Lolita Bible. It's the very same one that I found that first day back in 2009. And it took me a long time to get into the fashion because I was very afraid of being labeled an Ida and all that fun stuff. And, you know, it took me forever, but in 2012 I finally kind of got the guts and I bought a candy violet skirt with some Christmas money and I was like, yeah, let's go. And I haven't really looked back. I started definitely wearing it more as a convention wear because I had friends who cosplayed, but I didn't really like to cosplay because I never felt really inclined to do so. And so that's the beginning of my story. And I wanted to share with you guys all the things that I've learned over the past 3 to 4 years of being in Lolita and how it's been great, but there's definitely some hard lessons I've learned. But without further ado, let me share those with you. Lesson number 1. Get over the fact that you're not a Japanese size S, M, L, or double L in some cases. Because let's be honest, Japanese sizes are really, 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 really tiny. They're not really, you know, friendly to somebody who's got big boobs, big shoulders, or well, a big anything. But you can still wear the fashion. You can still wear Lolita. There are plenty of Taobao brands, Taobao resellers, and indie brands that are willing to help you out and that have a niche market specifically for girls who don't fit into Japanese sizes. So whether or not you can fit into brand or bodyline or really anything, there are still options. And never forget, you can always make your own clothes. Just be very careful with the patterns that you pick. So lesson number 2. Honestly, my biggest mistake with Lolita, and I will be totally honest with this, is that I was so afraid of other Lolitas when it was not necessary to be. Especially in my community. I have a really nice community and I should have not been afraid to talk to or meet or go to a meetup with any of them. And now I feel so ridiculous, but back then, back in 2012, 2013, I was terrified to talk to other girls that were into Lolita. I was so scared because I was like, oh no, they're gonna post me on 4chan or on Behind the Bows. But I had nothing to be afraid of. I really didn't. Lolitas are not mythical unicorn princesses who are gonna post you to BTB or CGL and completely hate on you. Yeah, there's a couple girls who do that, but honestly, they're so picky about what's good or what's bad. And to be honest, sometimes they're completely wrong, if not most of the time. So don't worry about that kind of stuff. Lolitas are just people. There's gonna be nice people and mean people and great people and okay people that wear these clothes. And at the end of the day, you have to remember they're just clothes and they're just people who are wearing the clothes. So don't be afraid to meet them. I promise they don't bite. At least most of us don't. I haven't met a Lolita that's bitten me yet, but I should probably not jinx that, just to be safe. So lesson number 3. Stay away from substyles as much as you can. Honestly, everything in Lolita can be either sweet, gothic, or classic. Anything extra is, well, just extra. So if you really, really want to get into Lolita, I wouldn't suggest going so crazy on the substyles. And honestly, almost everybody I meet doesn't regularly wear Pirate Lolita or Guro Lolita or whatever else. Also, please just promise me you won't cosplay Lolita. 1, I've never met any other girls who consider themselves to be an anime character, so while that's really flattering that you want to cosplay us, it's just clothes. It's not really a costume or a character to cosplay. I mean, there is an actual literary character named Lolita, and you can do your own fun research on that because I'm not touching that with a 9-foot pole. but I don't think anybody would really want to cosplay her. It's not fun like cosplaying Harry Potter or a cool anime character. It's just not. So when somebody asks you, hey, do you cosplay Lolita? Say no. I wear Lolita clothing because it's clothing and not a costume. Lesson number 4. So when I started Lolita, and I've heard this from other girls too, I bought everything. Everything I could get my hands on that was Lolita. Anything with frills, lace, whatever color, I didn't care. I had every color of the rainbow, but darn it, it was all Lolita. And I sold almost everything. Everything. Except for this dress back here. But you're not going to have a good time if that's how you spend your money with Lolita. My advice, and probably the best advice I could give anybody, is think before you buy. Try to have a plan before you buy a bunch of stuff that doesn't match and just doesn't look good together. Alright, my lovelies and my frillies, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully my lessons or my advice or whatever you want to call this video has helped you out, and hopefully you'll avoid all the mistakes that I made when I started Lolita, because I could go back, if I could turn back time, there would be so many things I wouldn't waste my money on. That's really the worst one. And, well, that's gonna be it for today. So I'm gonna leave links in the description below to all my Tumblr, Facebook, or Instagram, or social media garbledygook. And hopefully you touch that subscribe button and you hang around and you see me more often, because that would be awesome. Just being honest, girls. Just being honest. I love you. Please don't cosplay Lolita. Just say no.